So what I did is that my product is a little bit, it's cheaper than my competitors' product. It's a great quality and comes with something for free, something that you're going to use. Hi guys, this is Lorraine. I want to share with you some of the mistakes that Amazon sellers make so that you don't have to make them. So I have done some of these mistakes when I was starting my Amazon FBA business, and I just want you to know that you shouldn't be scared of making mistakes when starting a business, because this is something new. This is something you've never done before. No matter how many courses you take, no matter how many YouTube videos you watch, you might make that one mistake, and I don't want you to spend a lot of time thinking about what you could have done to avoid it. You've made it, learn from it, and then move forward. So mistake number one that some sellers make is choosing a product from a very competitive niche. So I believe competition is a very good thing, because then people know about your product, people are already searching for your product. But sometimes I think that before, as an Amazon seller, this is something that I do. I put myself in a buyer's shoes before making some decisions, because see, when I'm buying a product personally, and I think some people, so when I'm buying a product, let's say I'm buying a gadget from Amazon, I might not look at somebody at the last page or maybe even the fourth page. I'm going to look at people on the first page, and those people maybe have thousands of reviews. I'm not going to look at for somebody with 2 to 3 reviews. So sometimes choosing a product or making decisions, I really think it's really good if you put yourself in a buyer's shoes. And another thing is that you shouldn't choose something that is totally non-competitive, because then people don't know about it. Then you're going to struggle making sales or teaching people about it. People are not searching for it. And I should just advise you to maybe choose something in the middle ground. It's not so competitive, but still people know about it. You might maybe rank in the fourth or the third row when you're getting started. So I shouldn't advise you to pick a product in a very competitive niche, or a product that is totally not competitive. Just choose something in the middle. So another mistake that Amazon sellers make is buying very low quality products. So you might go to Alibaba and see suppliers selling the same product for $3. Some are selling it at $10, and some are selling it maybe at $1. And you might think to yourself, why should I buy the same product at 10 when I can buy it at 1? Or you might not have the enough income to buy the product at $10 or $9 or more. Really advise you, the problem is the income. If the income is not enough, then you could save a little bit more so that you get the product that you're going to be proud of, the product that you're going to love. Because then you're going to get negative reviews about your product, and there is no going back. You may want to get a new product after that, maybe a better product after that, but then those reviews are not going anywhere. Those reviews are still on your listing, and maybe you just don't know how to get the high quality product. So what I did is that I got I bought 2 products from 2 of my greatest competitors. So they were selling it very expensively, and I was thinking like, how getting very good reviews, and I was thinking, how do they do it? How is their product? I want to see it, I want to touch it, I want to feel it. How is it really different from these other people selling it for very less and getting less reviews about it? So what I did, I bought the product from them. I touched the product, it was really good, it was perfect. And then I bought the same product from these other competitors that were selling it for less. And I found out that actually their product wasn't that nice. Like, if I couldn't want to buy something like that. I could want to buy something that costed me more, but then it was going to last for a very long time. So I bought a product from them, and I had to filter my searches, because there are a lot of suppliers, and it's going to be really too much for you to go through all of them, or even costly for you to order for all those samples. So I had to filter and get those that their product looked kind of this. So what I did is that my product is a little bit, it's cheaper than my competitors' product. It's a great quality and comes with something for free, something that you're going to use. What you have to do is be innovative and add value. Another mistake is choosing a product with a very low selling price. So I couldn't advise you to go with a product that sells for less than $10 or 40 dirham, because then you have to pay for the Amazon fees, you have to pay for the advertising, and mostly you're going to use the money that comes from your Amazon sale. So if every money that you're making is going in fees and advertising, you might find out that you're losing a lot of money or not making profits at all. So mistake number 4 is using unprofessional product images. So your product image is the first thing that a potential buyer is going to look at while looking for your product. I could really advise you to add text to your images, because some people don't read the descriptions but just look at the images and the reviews. So mistake number 5 is selling large or fragile items. Guys, imagine if you're selling furniture or TV sets, they're going to take a huge space in the Amazon warehouse, and that is going to be a lot of storage fees. And selling fragile items, even the TV sets are fragile. Let's say you're selling glasses, they might break when they're on their way from the supplier, or they might break when you're sending them to the Amazon warehouse. Or you're selling electronics. For me, I put the electronics in a risky and fragile category. So let's say you're selling headphones and a buyer receives it and it's not working. You didn't know about it. Maybe even the supplier didn't know about it. And that's why I could really advise you, once you receive the products, don't send them right away to the Amazon warehouse. Receive them home, check each and every product before sending them to the warehouse. And let's say you check them and find some defects. You have to send them to the supplier in China. That is going to be costly for the money for the shipping fees. That is going to be another extra expense that you didn't plan or budget for. That's why I could advise you to go for the safer products, those that are not so risky, they're not so fragile, they're not so breakable, they are not so large, that could take lots of Amazon space, and that could be lots of Amazon fees. Another mistake that Amazon sellers make is using PPC advertising or pay-per-click advertising without keyword research. Amazon is a search engine like Google, and before using PPC, you should know which keywords will bring more people to your product. That's why I advise you to always check your keywords now and then to know which ones are bringing more people or giving you sales and which ones are not working. Because if you don't, then you're losing money. And it could be to your benefit if you learned keyword research before you started PPC advertising on your listing. So mistake number 7 most of Amazon sellers make is not managing their inventory. You see, with Amazon inventory, you shouldn't order too much, because then you're going to pay a lot of money with Amazon storage fees. And you shouldn't order too little, because then if it's finished, Amazon is going to outrank your listing. You see, Amazon has a reputation, and most people don't know that most of the products on Amazon are sold by third-party sellers. They think they are sold by Amazon. So when your product runs out of stock, Amazon is definitely going to outrank it, because they don't want somebody to want to buy it and it's not available. So I could really advise you to manage your inventory. Check what product is selling more, what product is selling less, which one should I buy, how many units are remaining so that I can order more. Just don't run out of stock. Another huge mistake that Amazon sellers make is not following Amazon's terms and services. So I know the terms and services is like a really long list. You might not just feel like going through it. You may just accept it and move on. But I could really advise you to, because once you break them, you might be terminated or suspended, and it's not really worth it. So some sellers really like manipulating the system to get their reviews, and reviews are really important. But if you think about it, if getting 1 review or 2 in the future, Amazon might eventually find it and terminate your listing, it's not really worth it. So don't break Amazon's terms and services, just follow the rules. Mistake number 9 that Amazon sellers make is spending too much money buying online courses. See, some people believe that to know something or to be good at something, you have to be certified or you have to take a course to be really good at this particular thing that you want to do. And if I take me by example, when I started the Amazon FBA business, I wanted to take a course too. I thought that I should actually take a course to be really good at this, and maybe there are things in the course that are not on YouTube, but everything is on YouTube. Good enough, I didn't have money to afford buying the courses, because the potential courses that I thought I wanted, they costed something $4,000, $5,000. I couldn't afford that. At least for me, I thought, yes, maybe I have this money, but I could rather invest it in my business than buying a course. What I did is that I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I joined Facebook groups. When Amazon sellers could go live on Instagram, I could ask them questions. I could know the time they're going live, and I could ask them questions if I didn't know anything. And that's how I got to know everything. So you can buy a course if you really think it's necessary, but I think you could invest that money in advertising your business, or invest it more in your business. Whatever you might think it's good for you, people were different. Finally, mistake number 10 is giving up too early. Guys, being an entrepreneur is so hard. You know what, sometimes I was facing a really breakdown, and my boyfriend told me this thing that I've always lived with, that I always live by. He told me that if it was so easy, everybody could be doing it. And it's so true. Being an entrepreneur is so hard. Having a full-time job is so easy. I mean, you're going to work for 8 to 9 hours and then get a paycheck by the end of the month. I mean, you will get stressed, but most of that stress you're going to get it during your work. But being an entrepreneur, you're going to be stressed 24/7. You're going to be thinking about something, maybe the sales and stuff like that, 24/7 every day. And the fact that it's hard, it's not easy. When you're going to sell on Amazon, I could really advise you to go with something you're passionate about. Sell something you really love, and that will give you always something to look forward to. This is something I love, something I enjoy. Because if you don't love it, if you don't like it, trust me, you might end up giving up. And you shouldn't be afraid of making mistakes. Mistakes are part of life. It's how we learn, it's how we grow. Just know you've done this today. Don't do it tomorrow, but learn from it. So I have another video talking about the pros and cons of selling on Amazon. If you're a beginner mostly, or if you've not started yet, if you're thinking about it, you can go check it out. Maybe you might find some value in it. Well, I hope you guys got some value from this video, and if you did, hit the like button or subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. If you have any questions, write them in the comment section below. I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Have a great time.